A little over a year ago, I made a video on my second channel about a game project some were viewing as a good alternative for Star Citizen, and while those claims were certainly exaggerated, I kept an eye on that game and today we are going to review it, so let's talk about Spacebourne 2. So, what is Spacebourne 2? Well, it's actually hard to define what this game is because it does plenty of things at the same time. It is a space combat game, it is a third-person shooter, it is an RPG, or it can be an empire building simulator, all in one package developed by a single man, and that is in itself very impressive. The game was developed in the Unreal 4 engine, so the predecessor to the current engine, and while the space sequences do look good, it does feel a little dated during the planet-side phases, but if you focus on the action instead of the details, it shouldn't be much of an issue due to the fast pace of its action sequences, which are diverse and surprising. And I say that in a positive way because there have been plenty of times during the story campaign where the main quest caught me off guard with plot twists that I had not seen coming a million miles, and that is, in my eyes, Spacebourne 2's biggest strength, and also, I think, the strongest source of motivation to turn the game on once again. This urge to know what will be coming next. And really, I think that it was really important to highlight that the solo developer really did his best to offer us the best solo campaign he could make with the limited means he had at his disposal, and the result is a pretty solid experience. Of course, being an indie game developed by a solo developer, Spacebourne 2's is not flawless, and these flaws need to be addressed as well. First, I think that one of the biggest issues is its text-to-speech AI, which at best sounds slightly unnatural and at worst completely off. For example, there are, unfortunately, quite a few grammar and spelling errors in the text, and the AI will just automatically try to read what's submitted to it, with the result that you can imagine will happen. The other flaw, in my opinion, is the character's first-person view during on-foot sequences. I personally do not enjoy third-person gameplay, so I try to play in first-person whenever I can in Spacebourne 2, but the camera seems to be placed right on the head of the character, resulting in it to emulate every movement the head makes as it is moving, and for me, at least, this results in some pretty bad motion sickness, and the problem is that the third-person view is not that great either, so sometimes it's blocking the view or it's making me feel that it goes sideways. I would also say that the other flaw in Spacebourne 2 is its content outside of the main quest, which does get somewhat repetitive after a while. During some of the waiting phases of the main quest, you'll have to get a chance to do some of these side quests, which also do give your characters a chance to level up. However, if you take these missions, you will end up doing the same combat missions or the same escort missions with the same dialogue lines, and I found that to be quite getting old very quickly. It's also unfortunate that the dynamic economy of the first game was not reconducted. It is a must-have in the game to have trade, and especially in a game like Spacebourne 2, and yet you can't buy and sell commodities with a freighter in this game, and I find that to be a huge missed opportunity, and I hope that eventually this comes in a future update. And so, this is what I had to say here about Spacebourne 2, an overall very pleasant single-player combat game with an exciting solo campaign that should keep you busy while you're waiting for Starfield. However, as always, with solo-developed indie games, one should always set their expectations appropriately, as the game is far from being perfect. That being said, at a mere price of about $10, at least where I live, it is a lot of game for the money, and given the fact that it's still in anticipated access status, one would expect that it would only get better over time, and that is why I will give it a solid 7 out of 10. With that come the ends of this video, but thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, please let me know with a thumbs up, and also please let me know in the comment section down below. Have you tried Spacebourne 2, or is it a game that you will eventually give a try? I've been Irad. Thank you so much for watching. You should have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for the support of all my people on Patreon, or the YouTube membership program as well, including Dr. Fabim, Zeo Crusher, Wolfpack Pug, and Deplorable Infidel. I will see you guys later.